Good evening, everyone. My name is Dava Maresa, and in this occasion, I would like to present to you all my review about my favorite Christian Bale movie or Christopher Nolan's movie. So, uh, film studies review arranged by Dava Maresa, and the first slide we will talk about the most favorite movie from Christian Bale. My personal favorite is, yeah, it's right. Christopher Nolan. No, I think it's Christian Bale movie American Psycho, April 14, 2000. So, Christian Halsey Solomon, Chris Hanley, Edward R. Pressman are the directors of American Psycho. And the writers of the movie are Brad Easton Ellis, Mary Herron, Jennifer Turner. So that's the director and the writers. So we have to jump to the synopsis of the movie. In New York City in 1987, a handsome, young urban professional, Patrick Bateman, lives a second life as a gruesome serial killer by night. The cast is filled by detective, which is William Dafoe, the fiancé Reese Witherspoon, the mistress Samantha Melvis, the coworker Jared Leto, and the secretary Chloe Zavint. This is the biting, wry comedy examining the elements that make a man a monster. So I think this movie is more about psychological movie and an action movie also because there are a lot of uh, murdering scene and we have to think a lot in this movie. That's why I think this movie has a psychological genres. So let's move to the next movie. The first movie of the trilogy of Christopher Nolan's Batman, which is called Batman Begins. On release date on cinemas is June 15, 2005. Christopher Nolan, also the director of Batman Begins, and the writer of this movie are David S. Goyer, Christopher Nolan, and Bob Kane. So, a young Bruce Wayne, Christian Bale travels to the Far East where he's trained in the martial art by Henry Duckard, Liam Neeson, a member of the mysterious League of Shadows. When Duckard reveals the League's true purpose, the complete destruction of Gotham City. When returns to Gotham intent on cleaning up the city without resorting to murder. With the help of Alfred, Michael Caine, his loyal butler, and Lucius Fox, Morgan Freeman, as a tech expert at Wayne Enterprise. Batman is born. So basically, this film is about how the first movie of Batman or how Batman was born in this trilogy. So I think it's it shows us how simple is Batman or how retro or how traditional is how conventional is Batman are. So let's jump to the second movie of this trilogy is The Dark Knight, with the release date is July 18, 2008. Christopher Nolan is the director of The Dark Knight. Still, same with the first film, Batman Begins. Christopher Nolan still the director of this movie. So, but the writers, Christopher Nolan had to write this movie with his brother, Jonathan Nolan. So, I think these brothers are the writers of the films. So the synopsis is with the help of allies, which is in this case is Lieutenant Jim Gordon, Gary Oldman, and D.A. Harvey Dent. We when he and in this film he turns into villain, which called Two Face. Batman Christian Bale has been able to keep a tight light on crime in Gotham City. But when a vile young criminal calling himself the Joker, Heath Ledger, suddenly throws the town into chaos, the Cape Crusader begins to tread a fine line between heroism and vigilantism. So in this movie, Heath Ledger played as a Joker. I think Heath Ledger played really well, really amazing played as a Joker. I think there are no, I think no, there are no closest actor that has playing as a Joker. I think Joaquin Phoenix, or I think Jared Leto is far from Heath Ledger, but unfortunately, Heath Ledger have to die in 2008 before the movie was out. So let's jump into the third movie of the trilogy of Batman, which is called The Dark Knight Rises. June 20, 2012 is the release date in cinemas. Still, Christopher Nolan as the director, same with the first two films, and the writer is also still the same with The Dark Knight. Jonathan Nolan, Christopher Nolan is the director of this film. So the synopsis is: it has been 8 years since Batman, Christian Bale, in a collision with Commissioner Gordon, Gary Oldman, vanished into the night, assuming responsibility for the death of Harvey Dent. Batman sacrificed everything for what he and Gordon hoped would be greater good. However, the arrival of a cunning cat burglar, or usually we call Catwoman, Anne Hathaway, and a merciless terrorist named Bane, Tom Hardy, forced Batman out of exile and into a battle he may not be able to win because Bane is too strong or too powerful for Batman, who has not have a good physical attribute for a fight like Bane has. So I think Batman in this movie have to train a lot, train even more harder than he used to. So let's jump into the next movie. It's The Prestige, October 20, 2006. Still, Christopher Nolan as the director of The Prestige, same as with the trilogy of the Batman. And the writers of this movie are also Jonathan Nolan and Christopher Nolan. They have a lot of chemistry, I think, because they are brothers. They are siblings. So an illusion gone horribly wrong pitched to 19th century magician Alfred Borden, Christian Bale, and Rupert Anger Hugh Jackman against each other in a bitter battle for supremacy. Terrible consequences loom when the pair escalate their feud, each seeking not just to outwit but to destroy the other man. And then the last film of this presentation is The Machinist, October 22, 2004. Brad Anderson is the director of The Machinist, and writer of the movie is Scott Kosser. The synopsis of this movie is: factory worker, aka Trevor Resnick, Christian Bale, suffers from insomnia so severe that his condition has taken a toll on his weight and his mental health. When Trevor unintentionally causes an on-the-job accident that horribly injures a coworker, Michael or Ironside, he begins to become even more troubled. Despite a relationship with Stevie, Jennifer Jason Leigh, a pretty prostitute, Trevor descends further into paranoia, blaming his problems on an enigmatic figure named Ivan John Sherian. So the last slide is correlation of the film. The correlation of the movies I have described is that they choose the same lead role, which is Christian Bale. He has his own charisma when playing in action movie and psychological movies. Next, the correlation is that some of the movies have the same genre, action movie and psychological movies, and some of the movies also have the same director, which is Christopher Nolan, the one and only. Christopher Nolan himself is famous for his films that have action and psychological genres, sophisticated shooting, and his trademark of using vehicles, tire angles make his film even more interesting. Plus, the appointment of Christian Bale as the main role in Nolan's film makes the movie itself even more interesting and worth watching. I think that's all from me for the review of my favorite movie, or Christian Bale's favorite movie, my personal favorite. So I think that's all. I'm sorry for any mistaken. Good evening, guys. Everyone, thank you for watching. Bye.